Okay, so my talk will be about how and why not to scale Agile. Doesn't matter which framework you are using. So it's a interactive story, kind of a small cartoon comics with superhero developer with unique skills, and we will discover how all our organizational experimentation could affect his or her performance and productivity, which we love so much as a managers. So, few words about myself. I'm managing partner at Agile Coach of Simple Sense in Kyiv, Ukraine. We're helping companies, teams to work more efficiently by coaching, consulting them. I have a QA background, so I was a quality assurance guy quite far time ago, more than 10 years ago, and I was best QA in Ukraine by some IT Oscar, IT awards. I have some certifications from Scrum Alliance, Less.Works, and Kanban University already in the past, Lean Kanban University. I'm a guest lecturer in Kyiv Mogila Business School at MBA programs, and I'm a happy husband and father of two. So it's enough about me, and I'm moderator of this stream, if you can see already. And what about you? I'm really interested who are in this room. I know something from registration forms, but I'm really interested in who are exactly right now, right here. So please type or chat me in overall. What is your role and what is your expectation from this talk? What do you want to get out of this talk? Just a few minutes, seconds. Anna is Scrum Master. Scrum Master Michael from Cape Town. Okay. SM, short version of Scrum Master. Nice. QA analyst. Are you still alive? I do believe that I'm in the middle of this day. Delivery manager from Levy9. Hello, Levy9, one of my favorite company in Ukraine. PM Agile coach, Scrum and Financial Services, SMST, Program Manager, SM. Okay, and maybe a few words about your expectation. I'll continue. You can still chat in me. I'm happy to see that there are so many alive people not sleeping in this room. Okay, so, and another question to you, just to switch from only listening to two-way communication for a while. What is an agile organization to you? You can write a short one sentence, two sentence speech maybe. You can do it just for you on the sheet of paper or using Zoom chat again. So what do we call agile organization? Because if to ask people around what processes are you working, what kind of SDLC do you have, how you work with discovery and delivery of products, many people will say that, yeah, we are doing some kind of agile, yeah, some way of agile, some agile way of working. But what does it mean? What is inside? Yeah, has tools to be successful in delivering value to customer. Okay, thank you, Doris. Has tools to be successful in delivering value to customer. Organization which respects agile mindset. Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully so, yeah, but sometimes in fields, in trenches, we can see organizations which are called agile, but some questions to mindset maybe. Howard, an organization that has the capability to deliver value continuously. Awesome, thank you. Neda, an organization which is flexible and fast deliver product to customer. Flexible and fast deliver product to customer. Okay, thank you. Flexible and fast deliver. Collaboration, value people. Thank you, dear Sherry. Yeah, now we are talking about your thoughts. Yeah, what is agile organization for you? And we have seen that there are many Scrum Masters here, agile coaches, agile trainers, senior managers, mindset people. Okay, thank you. And let's think on next level, not the personal level, but some organizational level. Yeah, organization has a Scrum Master. Oh, Thank you so much. Okay, I'm not sure that it's enough to become an agile organization, but let's think a bit about organizational level, and I propose to use this tool, not to look 45 minutes for my slides. It's called menti.com. You can follow this link and input this code. I can maybe duplicate it into chat, but I'm not sure how to do it quickly. Or you can scan a QR code. So it's menti.com. You don't need to register there, just open this link, 50806647. You can copy paste that or use a QR code, and I will show you a result of this voting right now. Where is my window? Where is my window? Something going on. Sorry, some lags on my machine. Oh, nice. New demonstration. Yeah. So I hope that everyone is already here. And here is results. So two person voted. Please vote. So what is usually expected from Agile? Yeah? Like senior management of your company, of your organization, decide to become an Agile organization. And they said like, we need to become Agile because we expecting to achieve this or that, yeah? Predictability, adaptability, fast delivery, change, value, fast delivery. Okay, thank you. Please vote. Because it is quite interesting, you know, so many companies, so many organizations all over the world, on all continents, are going agile. They have a strategy for 5 years, becomes the most agile organization in their business domain. But what is the average expectation? Transparency, less waste, openness, agility. Quite expected agility from agile. Goals-oriented approach, trust, change, values. Okay, thank you. I see at least 12 people. It's not the best, but not the worst conversion. At least 30%. Give me 3-5 more votes and let's move forward from here. Okay, I will share the result of this voting together with slides after my speech, so you can observe what is the most popular words from Agile in organizations. Yeah, but what I want to mention, delivering fast, you see it, 1, fast, goal-oriented approach, less waste. At least 2 times I see the fast. Improved time to delivery also, and velocity, you see. So at least 4 times we can see it. Okay, let's go back to presentation, and I will explain why do I want to do it. PowerPoint, 1 second. I hope that now you can see my PowerPoint slide. And just a little bit of history of Agile Manifesto. So yeah, this year it was 20 years from signing of Agile Manifesto. And before it was signed, it was a mail group called Lightweight Methodologies. Like, we want to have not so huge and bureaucracy processes. We want to receive feedback earlier, to make some changes if needed. So the mail group was called Lightweight Methodologies, but the authors decided to change the name because it's not very good marketing, you know. What methodologies are you using? Rational unified process. Wow, rational. Rational is a good word. Unified, yeah. We're a huge company. We want something rational and unified. Well, yeah, let's try. And what do you propose? I propose you to become lightweight in your methodologies. And you start thinking like, yeah, no, lightweight, not for my company. We're a serious enterprise player. We need something serious, systematic, and not lightweight. So there was a voting for a new name of the Agile. We know nowadays as an Agile, and there were such an options: adaptive development, agile development, flexible development. And in the end, the best and the first place was for Agile, and now we know it as an Agile. But nothing about fast or more productive or cheaper inside these words, you see. So adaptive, it's about the ability to change fast the direction with less cost and less transactional waste. But it's not about the pace of delivery or amount of story points or velocity, as we call it. So nothing about it. Agile is synonym, almost the same. And flexible, yeah, it's being able to also switch between priorities, directions, and so on. And nothing about fast or more productive or cheaper, sorry. But what we can see around nowadays we can see that more and more big enterprise successful leaders of market companies, they have lack of innovation and they are in need of innovation. So we need innovation. How to do it? We're not in time. So customers want something, they expect something from us, but we cannot deliver it in time, and some small new players, competitors, are faster and they generate better ideas, and we are losing this race of innovation. What to do? Let's use maybe consultancy. Let's ask consultants. Yeah, if some of you have ever seen the result of such big consultancy showing some good frameworks or some popular frameworks to these companies, yeah, with some slide deck which is almost copy paste for different clients because it's a kind of a silver bullet approach, please type plus in chat. So I'm really interested. Am I alone who have seen such a case when a big company decide to become agile tomorrow and start asking consultancy, and they usually shows something like this. So after a week of analysis and negotiation, this consultancy company will send a nicely designed slide deck, and they will say that you need some discovery cycles, some feedback loops, and then to organize delivery, Agile will be a nice approach, and we have a different works, maybe some big, huge, scaled or not, it depends. And in the end, yeah, you can do another way of working. Yeah, have you ever seen such pictures in your companies, such an outcome of consultancy? I've seen a lot in a company where I was an internal employee, and also in companies who can work with me as external consultant or coach. Yeah, Maria sent even 3 pluses at a time. Sorry for this sound, it's my son. He's very proactive, want to join our session also. Rachel said, of course. Thanks, because, you know, when I'm asking about some signs from you, like, is it really true? And no one put this plus to the chat, I'm a bit scared, maybe I'm alone and no one can see it in the past. And what is the next step? The next step, usually in these organizations, leaders start thinking about, we need an agile team. Yeah, if I want to implement agile way of working, then at least how I understood, I need some agile teams. And what's the difference between traditional teams, which we have had yesterday, and the new teams, agile teams, that they are self-organizing? Yeah, I like this idea. If they will give me better results and I don't need to waste my time to manage them, so why not to try? Let's try to do it. They will be self-organized. Very nice. Okay. What else? We need such teams, and also these teams should be cross-functional. I've heard from our online video course that we need cross-functional teams. Yeah, I don't know how about you, but I've seen also in many organizations, like organization huge is 2, 3, 5,000 employees, and they say like, let's make a kickoff of some transferring knowledge, some trainings, and let's organize a video course for them, so they can spend their time in comfortable pace, in that time which is comfortable for them, not to push them to some classes, to some offline or maybe online in this COVID era. And we need to watch, I don't know, 25 minutes videos and then pass some quiz in the end, and we say like, now you are hero of Agile in this company. Yeah. So based on this class, as a top management of the company, we understood that we need cross-functional teams. Okay, let's celebrate, because we have had some experience in past working between different functions. How it usually works in our company before Agile transformation, you can see such a picture. So we have some people, some experts, and we have project A with clear priorities. And do we have a people to work on this project? Yeah, we need these guys. This lady also will be in this group, and they can deliver the result of this project. Okay, but we also have important project B from marketing, from chief marketing officer. Do we have enough resources? Yeah, we need this guy, but he's already in project A. Yeah, but he's only 30% of his workload in project A, and we will take another 30% for project B. Okay, let's try. And this lady, and this smart guy with laptop, and also this smart guy with laptop. What about project C? Do we have people for this project? Yeah, of course. We have a lot of experts with good competencies. They are not fully busy with project A and project B, so let's assign them for project C because it's crucially important. Our chief technology officer said that we need to refactor half of the core of our application, otherwise we will be in big trouble after next update. So we need to do as possible. Let's assign some people there and some project Z for this guy. Yeah. So we know how to work in cross-functional teams because some of these people are from marketing growth team, some of them are software developers, and some of them are kind of product owners. In the future, they will be our product owners. So let's start. Let's kick off our Agile transformation. Let's do Agile. Okay. Now we are Agile. No, we are not Agile. We need to stop working on projects. We need to switch to working on products and customer delivery. So now we have a product owner instead of project manager, and we have 3 products, product A, product B, and our product Z. And we are very, very customer centric right now. What else? Now we need Agile teams, so let's create an Agile teams. And what we can see, so this guy, he has very unique skill set, and with his very unique skill set, this orange guy, he is needed to be present in each of the teams, because otherwise they cannot deliver. As the guy at the end of the table was overworked at constraint. Yeah. Thank you, Michael, for your notes. So now this guy is here. You see, he is a part of each team. But now we have Scrum. We have Scrum Team A, we have Scrum Team B, Scrum Team Z, and each Scrum team is working on their own product. Looks like first step in Agile teams implementation in our Agile transformation. And we are ready for Scrum. Let's try Scrum. It's the simplest framework. You just need 3 roles, 4 meetings or events, and 2 backlogs. Something about 5 values, but let's discuss it later. We're a very pragmatic business, so let's start. Have you ever seen such practices, such Agile transformations? Who have seen such transformations? Please type something to our chat. Because next question will be again to you. Yeah, Maria, thank you. These pluses give me confidence. Okay, once again, of course. Yes, thank you, Rachel. Why I'm asking? Thank you, Max. I'm asking because, but what really changed? Yeah, way of working, really? Is it really changed? Can you please think for a while and answer shortly? What was really changed when we switch from here, yeah, with projects, project groups, to this picture? What's the difference from here to this? We have some answers. Almost nothing changed. Some vocabulary. Yeah. It's not an Agile transformation. Yeah. Vocabulary, not practices. Yes, thank you. It's vocabulary transformation. It's not Agile transformation. Thank you for commenting. And another question, let's think about one guy. How this structure affects his or her productivity, yeah? So this senior unique developer. What about productivity of this person? What's the biggest problem? Okay. I call it calendar problem. So if to look to the schedule, to the calendar of this person, so maybe on Monday it will be planning with team A from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. With team B, he's also a part of, it will be planning on Wednesday from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. And with team Z, it will be planning by Thursdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. because they have some people in another time zone. Every day, they will also have a daily scrum, and the daily scrum in first team will be 9 a.m., 9:30 in second team, and 9:45 in the third team. Yeah, so it will be quite a tough calendar, so to say. And also we need a review and retrospective in each team. So the question number one: when does he actually work? Michael asked through the chat, and I fully agree with you, Michael. And unfortunately, time to time, I'm seeing such people who are trying to work in such agile transformations, so to say. So maybe we need to think better. Yeah, we need to think better, and let's try once again our agile chief of agile transformation said. Let's make some conclusions. Conclusion number one: we need stable feature team. So we shouldn't have shared resources as it was in the past. So let's have dedicated people to the teams and the stable team members, not to make this storming every iteration. Awesome. So teams should be stable, long-lived, and cross-functional. And maybe we could find a good description of such teams in less frameworks or on less.works website. And we won't now work like this. So yeah, team has the necessary knowledge and skills to complete an end-to-end customer-centric feature. If not, the team is expected to learn or acquire the needed knowledge and skill. And maybe for the first iterations, we will make him traveler as someone, as a like stated in chat, yeah, and he will share his or her expertise with others. Okay, let's try. But you know what usually happens next? When we almost agree to work in this way of working, someone will say from top management, but we are a unique company. What can they know about our company and our context? So we will build our own and unique agile framework. We don't want to use, Safe or Nexus or Less or Scrum of Scrums. We will create our own unique agile framework, which will be called like Agile Company ABC. Awesome. What will be the next day? Next day they will start implementing these dedicated teams, and we can see the picture like this. So we have projects, products. Yeah, sometimes we call projects, but maybe we'll use 2 products soon with our product owner, and we have a sprint with features, and each team takes some features. But also it's a old business, so it's successful for many years, and we have some legacy. That's why we need some technical stuff, this refactoring project and some hot fixes and updates, some DevOps job. So for that we will create technical sprint with green tasks. And also we will have in parallel hotfix sprint, because our customers are struggling with defects and they ping our customer support and say like, I need to fix this as soon as possible. We have SLA in contract, so fix it till the next day, otherwise I will recall the contract and money. And that's why we need also to have a hotfix sprint. And now we have one dedicated team who is working on this context, but this team is working in 3 sprints in parallel. For me, it was a big surprise when I've seen it, but yeah, it was 3 separate Jira boards, and they were taking tasks from each of this board And the next question appears in this room. This guy who is product owner say, I'm not very good in prioritizing technical stuff, you know. So we need also a technical product owner. And about these hot fixes, I'm thinking about new features. So maybe this guy from customer support knows better what they want to fix first and how many people are asking about each of the defects or problems. So we also will call this guy support product owner, and he or she will prioritize for us this kind of scope. And the team said then when we need to choose between green tasks and orange tasks and red task, what should be the number one task, and who can help us to we can say, okay, maybe let's hire sorry, it was just my dog. So yeah. So let's hire delivery manager. Now it's time to hire someone who can organize all this complexity and mess around. And now we have our own agile framework with different kind of product owners, because only one product owner, how she could know everything about technical stuff, business side, support stuff. No, it's too tough, it's too hard. And who will be writing these user stories and backlog? So now we have proper people on the correct place, and they will help this team to deliver. What I want to ask you to think about this orange guy once again. How this structure affects his productivity and motivation now in this setup. Can you share, please, using chat or maybe even voice? So what's about the motivation and productivity of this senior developer now? Some thoughts. He will be a superhero, maybe, at least for a few sprints. He's focused. Thank you, Doris. Max frustration, thank you. Is he very Scrum now? Is in every Scrum now? No, now he is in one Scrum, but they're working with 3 backlogs and 3 product owners and also delivery manager. Ensure value is delivered. He won't have time to work at all. It's from the previous case. I'm still not happy that they have to work in multiple sprints across different projects. Thank you, Michael. Not multitasking. Maybe yes, maybe no. Depends. Okay. Complicates things as more roles and sprints. Thank you, Igor. And context switching decreases productivity. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, I will share his thoughts with you because it's from a real one-on-one interview with such a person. So what he will be asking us. What should I do first today? So Friday morning, should I work on new feature or hotfix? Or maybe some green tasks, technical sprint? Who is my manager? It's question number 2. Why do I have 4 managers now? So it's a bit strange, yeah. More managers than developers sometimes. What is our sprint goal? Do we have some goal? And by the way, it was very good talk at the beginning of the day by Dave West. If you have missed it, I recommend you to look after. And who is accountable for product? Accountable. Who is really accountable? Yeah. He's too clever to ask this question. Yeah. He is too clever. He is experienced, mature developer. So what can we do? What can we do now? We can stop or we can try something. Please don't forget to turn off your microphone because it's hard for me to switch between turning off microphones as a moderator and speak as speakers. So we say, let's try once again. What conclusions from previous time? We need 1 product owner and 1 sprint per feature team to answer and address the questions of orange guy. So we really want to help the teams to be focused and deliver value to our clients. Oh, great conclusions. Let's try. Agile is about inspect and adapt, about failing, learning from failures. So let's do. And now each team has own product owner, own sprint, and product backlogs. So product backlog for the first team, product owner accountable for the backlog, separate sprint, no parallel sprints. They are working focused. Yeah, it's a new reality, new way of agile transformation. Maybe they have even changed agile coach few times, you know, because previous one was not the best coach for us. He doesn't save us from this ideas of multiple sprints for one team. Define product boundaries plus one product. Okay. Thank you, Oleg. You are spoiling next slides. But we have been trying to work in this setup for few sprints, and our senior developer again have some questions. He has said, "Stop! I have a question." Again, how many products are we developing? And what would be the answer on this question? What do you think? How many products are we developing? If to look on the right picture, yeah, we have 3 product backlogs. Then maybe we're developing 3 separate products. And if you will ask this product owner A, product owner Z, product owner B, they will say like, yeah, I have a product, she had a product, she had a product. It is 3 products. Then my next question to you will be, is shopping cart is a real independent product? Do our customers will pay us for product cart, for shopping cart, or maybe separately for catalog, or separately for back office of e-commerce product? I'm not sure. And the third question, are these two top stories from backlog A more important than 10th and 11th from product Z? Can you compare for me? So why the team A will be working on first and second? Because in their product backlog, according to decision of their product owner, it's a top priority features or top priority tasks. But do you really sure that they are more valuable for end customers than some middle tasks from backlog Z or backlog B? Who is comparing? Who is accountable for the whole product? And maybe at this point, a lot of people will be already disappointed with our agile transformation. And someone will say, okay, enough. Maybe let's revert everything back. Maybe let's go to that setup with projects, project managers, to project organization. It was a good time. And I've seen it also a few times when organizations say like, we're tired, we've wasted so many budgets on these experiments, let's work as it was previously. But maybe someone will say no, let's find a real product owner, a real product owner who can, as Alex said in chat, define product boundaries, and let's stop scaling the complexity. We need to stop scaling complexity of our processes, of our organizational design and structure. Let's be more focused on descaling the complexity and adding some transparency and some real value delivery for end customers. And we will do it through one slide not translated, sorry, through prioritization and actualization of information. So real product owner will collect the requests from users and customers and set the priorities. And then our teams will clarify these requirements according to the top priority. But we will do it in one list, no many lists, one list with clear priorities. And this product owner should be a real owner of a product, fully accountable for business results, not just a kind of a product owner, not just a person who create business requirements in Jira or writing user stories, or receive requests from product manager who is receiving requests from all the stakeholders who are the real people who talk with users. So it's a real product owner who is a like mini CEO of this product. So the little CEO of the product. So it's a person with a real vision. It's a person who is accountable, responsible, and competent about market, we are playing on about customer analysis, about pricing, about budgeting, accountable for channel development, accountable for building a road mapping on strategical level, not on the tasks level, on strategical high level, and who is able to do real competitor analysis and receive all the needed data. And our picture could be like this. So now we have some real product owner with all these competencies, vision and power, which is really important. So not delegated power for some period of time with strong and tight KPIs to achieve it, but some real power in organization and real accountability, because for her or for him it's really important to get this result. It's not hired for 3 months consultant. It's internal, maybe co-founder of this organization, or vice president of marketing, or vice president of growth, or some other department. And now we have one product backlog because we have wider product definition, and we can explain that our product is not 10, 12, 15 products like product card, shopping cart, catalog, filtering, advertising, and many other modules of a real product. But our real product is e-commerce platform, a huge e-commerce marketplace with a lot of areas, product areas, feature groups. And we do need some experts from business domain, but there is no need to create different product owners. These people could be an experts who will clarify the requirements to the teams still, who will collect some requests from outside, but only this person should understand the strategy, explain the vision and strategy, and prioritize. And based on the prioritized list, then organized environment and resources to real face-to-face business and engineering discussion between these teams and these experts and the real users, if it's applicable. And then they will have some planning on which they will decide what to take from real product backlog from top to bottom, because it's prioritized by value and strategy and our product goals. We have some product goals based on which we see the next steps we want to do, and our teams will take some tasks, some features, some goals, decomposed to developers' tasks on their sprints and work in parallel. And in the end of these parallel sprints, they will create integrated, potentially shippable product increment, and they will ship it to market to receive a feedback and inspect and adapt based on this feedback. And it's really nice, as Dave said this morning, if our teams could not only, deliver finished tasks, but if they also will be focused on getting better understanding of your customers. So understand better their needs, understand better what we can deliver as soon as possible, how we can iterate and incrementally improve this delivery to them, and using this to create and deliver better and better product with highest adaptivity. So not the fast pace, but with high adaptivity. Or you can use Kanban instead, like said. Yeah, maybe, as we heard from previous talk, is also an option. What I want to say with this road, from first attempt when they just make this vocabulary transformation, not agile transformation. The way of working hasn't been changed a lot, and then they've tried to work in parallel sprints for one team, so many sprints for one team. Then they've tried to work in many backlogs with many product owners, but only one sprint per team, and in the end they could be here. I haven't seen much cases in which your company, huge company with thousands of people, could be transformed in this setup from first setup in one day. Like, okay, let's do it, and we have 2 days of learning, or maybe even 3 days workshop for everyone, and they will become such organization with one that it's the only way of creating adaptive organization. It's a great way, And I do believe that it's some evolutionary way. And I really like when we can organize such an environment which will be safety for this orange guy, so he or she could share the feedback. Like, guys, do we really change something? Do we really change in something? Or we are just changing the names of positions? And it would be safe for him or her to share such a feedback, and it will be appreciated, not punished, you know. And when we could organize great retrospectives all together, to give a space for voice of people who is inside this new agile teams, and when we are not pushing changes from top to bottom based on the slides from consultancy firms, but we are inspecting this change and the outcome of the change together with business people, with developers, and we are really measuring outcome, then it could lead us to better and better implementation of any kind of framework we are trying to adapt. And I do really like approach when we are using adaptive processes, not only to product we want to deliver to our customers, but when we are looking on our processes and SDLC and organizational design, also like a product, but internal product, our internal product. And we also use this inspect and adapt approach. We're experimenting, we know what we want to try, what hypothesis we are currently validating, and based on the feedback of the system, we resync and adapt. So we are not trying to copy paste some ready to go framework and just follow all the rules and all the practices from this framework as it was described, and hoping, like in cargo cult, to achieve the same result. But when we are iterating all together to better way of deliver software, as it was mentioned in original manifesto, uncovering a better way to deliver software, and it's an evolution. And in this process, you will definitely need some time. Yeah, Alex, thank you. You are just, mirroring my thoughts in the chat. So yeah, once I read nice phrase from one agile coach in LinkedIn. It was stated like, respect the pace of change. When you are agile coach or scrum master or change agent in organization, and you are helping this company to change from status quo to a new state of working, new style of working, sometimes you could be disappointed with the way how they are changing. You definitely have had some expectations before, like, yeah, now we are here, I hope that after 1 month we should be somewhere here, and in 3 months we will be there. But on practice, the pace could be really different, yeah. And maybe after 1 month we will not be here, but we will move a bit here and then again down and a little bit higher, and it will be much more slower than you have expected. But it's the pace which is comfortable now for this organization. And if we are not ready for big revolution or firing a lot of people around, then maybe we need to respect this pace of change, and we need to mirror this to everyone, to create a transparent environment, and to reflect all together, to make good retrospectives all together on system level with top management, and decide what to do next. And maybe it's okay for us, maybe not. And if it's not, then we need to experiment with more radical experiments, but in safety environment, so people will join us and not be scared of their future at this company. So that's everything what I want to share with you, and that's the way what I'm trying to explain to clients and how I want to help them. Not to look at this picture like desirable state and all others are failure, but look at this picture like some North Star, and potentially we could move there, but it doesn't mean that we need to be there till the end of the quarter or till the end of the year, and it shouldn't be the KPI of some Scrum Masters in our company. We just need to consider it's like a scope of experiments and practices we could try if we want to achieve better adaptiveness. But no one will promise you less cost of development or better pace or velocity of development, because Agile initially is about adaptivity of your organization to changes around. Thank you very much. If you find it useful, you can add me to LinkedIn or follow me on LinkedIn. Yeah. You can also add me to Telegram or WhatsApp or Viber and ask all your questions which you want to ask after. Thank you for the feedback, and maybe you have questions, then I will stop sharing screen and go back to video to answer your questions. Rachel.
Yeah, hi. So I've been doing quite a lot of change agent work at the company I'm at, and I've found that there are people that are kind of resistant to Agile strictly because of the vocabulary. And I have a feeling that in the past they must have had a bad experience, like with one of those consultants or something. But I've had good results with just calling things by different names, but doing the things. Because I think what I was doing was giving them the psychological safety to tell me what they needed. And I just responded to that instead of being like dogmatic with this is called a this, and this is an artifact of this kind, and these are our ceremonies, and no, you are a product. I just let them call themselves what they wanted to call themselves. Yeah, my cat's here.
Yeah, very nice cat. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I like this approach. By the way, you need just to switch from telling and speaking to listening and asking, to be more curious, and give them a good exercise and good goals to think about. So I do really like, on workshops, on trainings which I'm providing, not to explain the values and principles of manifesto, but create a case, some business case, and explain the problem, like we have delivery only once in half year, and because of this latency, we couldn't react in time on the new customer's request, and in the end the people who have a budget say like, where is the product we've ordered, and what is this, where is that feature, or we need to change everything just a bit, but very fast, and people are demotivated, and customers is also not getting the value, blah blah. So if you can change this approach, what would you suggest them to do? And people start talking like, they need to synchronize more often. How often? By the way, maybe weekly or bi-weekly when they have new build to share, to show something working software. Say, okay, so we want to show working software more often. Say, yeah, it will be nice. Maybe first for some internal group and then for external if it's already done. Okay. What about quality? Should we test in the end? No, it's a bad idea. Otherwise, we will be in the trouble about deadlines. Okay, so when it will be good? As early as possible. So we need to invest some time and money in quality and good design. Yeah. And then we create some list, and afterwards I will share the slide with principles of manifesto and give them a chance to compare. And congrats them that they just created their own Agile manifesto. And yeah. And by the way, Henrik Niebuhr approach with Spotify company, it was almost the same, because some of the people was tired of not very successful Scrum implementation. He said, let's create a Spotify model. It's not Scrum. We do not have this development team. We have squads. They say, what about Scrum Master? We don't like Scrum Masters. We don't need Scrum Masters. We do not create in Scrum. We need Agile coaches. They have wider view. Many frameworks, not only Scrum. So and it works. It works. I do really like the phrase from Craig Larman. I was in his workshop in New York a few years ago on certified LESS practitioner. He said, when you are looking on LESS, it's not a framework you need to copy paste and implement. It's like kind of a reference model. You could look at reference model of organizational design you can create to increase the adaptivity of your software product development. So just look at it. Here is a list of practices, list of rules, list of experiments. If you want, you can try to replicate, but otherwise it's a reference model. And I was really inspired by this vision. So not just another copy-paste framework, but a way to think from from different perspectives.
The two things I find most useful are the retrospective and the manifesto. Those are just the two pole stars that I use basically.
Yeah, thank you. Any other feedbacks, questions, please join us in this discussion. Otherwise, we can make a 5-minute, 7-minute break before Jean Gentle will join us. And I encourage you to stay if you want to know more with similar topics about transformations and not the best approach which could be applied, and some maybe also examples and cartoons, because Jean is always showing some cartoons to visualize. Please shed light on your insights in the financial banking industry. Oh, was it the real case? Igor, what do you mean? Was it the real case in the presentation?
Yeah, exactly. If it was a real situation or it
absolutely,
was simulated.
Absolutely real. Thank you for this question. Yeah, I hope I was thinking that everyone understood from the beginning, but it's not about one company, It's a mix of my observations from several clients I worked with. So mix of different companies, absolutely. But the journey road, this way, is quite often similar, very similar. So we start with something very simple, not changing a lot, because we do believe that we already know everything. Yeah, we're an experts, we're successful, we have billions in revenue. So who are you? Who are you guys? 33 years old, the QA in the past? Okay, thank you, goodbye. We will try by our own. Scrum, 13 pages, 3 roles, 4 meetings, let's do. And then someone is a little bit disappointed, or maybe we start losing people from teams, unfortunately. And then we start iterating and trying new approaches, or just stop. Yeah. So yeah, it's absolutely real cases, but from different companies. Mix it in some patterns, I say. Yeah, it's maybe some patterns level which could be observed in different places.